Call me Ishmael. Some years ago, never mind how long precisely, having little or no money in my purse and nothing particular to interest me on shore, I thought I would sail about a little and see the watery part of the world. Chief among my conscious motives was the overwhelming idea of the great whale himself. The great floodgates of the wonder world swung open, and there floated into my inmost soul endless processions of the whale, and, mid most of them all, one grand hooded phantom. It was on a Saturday night in December. Much was I disappointed upon learning that the little packet for Nantucket had already sailed, and that no way of reaching that place would offer till the following Monday. It became a matter of concernment where I was to eat and sleep meanwhile. I at last came to a dim sort of light not far from the dock and heard a forlorn creaking in the air, and looking up, saw a swinging sign over the door with a white painting upon it, the Spouter Inn. Upon entering the place, I found a number of young seamen gathered about a table. I sought the landlord, and telling him I desired to be accommodated with a room, received for answer that his house was full, not a bed unoccupied.
But Abath, you ain't no objections to sharing a harpooneer's blanket, have ye? I suppose you're going a whaling, so you better get used to that sort of thing.
I told him that I never liked to sleep two in a bed, but if the harpooneer was not decidedly objectionable, I would put up with the half of any decent man's blanket.
All right, take a seat. Supper? You want supper?
The devil fetch that harpooneer, thought I. But stop. Couldn't I steal a march on him? Bolt his door inside and jump into his bed, not to be wakened by the most violent knockings? It seemed no bad idea. Landlord, said I. What sort of chap is he? Does he always keep such late hours? The landlord chuckled again.
No. Generally, he's an early bird. But tonight he went out a peddling, you see. And maybe he can't sell his head.
Can't sell his head.
This here harpooneer I've been telling you of has just arrived from the South Seas, where he bought up a lot of bombed New Zealand heads. And he sold all of them but one.
Depend upon it, landlord. That harpooneer is a dangerous man.
He pays regular. But come, it's getting dreadful late.
And then upstairs we went, and I was ushered into a small room, cold as a clam. I sat down on the side of the bed and commenced thinking about this head-peddling harpooneer. After thinking some time on the bedside, I made no more ado, and then blowing out the light, tumbled into bed, commended myself to the care of heaven. At last I slid off into a light doze, when I heard a heavy footfall in the passage. Lord save me! Holding a light in one hand and that identical New Zealand head in the other, the stranger entered the room. Good heavens, what a sight! Such a face. Yes, it's just as I thought. He's a terrible bedfellow. Now, while these ideas were passing through me like lightning, this harpooneer never noticed me at all. But after some difficulty, having opened his bag, he commenced fumbling in it, and presently pulled out a sort of tomahawk. I thought it was high time, now or never, but the interval I spent in deliberating what to say was a fatal. Taking up his tomahawk from the table, and then holding it to the light with his mouth at the handle, he puffed out great clouds of tobacco smoke. And this wild cannibal, tomahawk between his teeth, sprang into bed with me.
Who devil you no speaky. Damn you, I kill you.
Landlord, for God's sake, landlord, angel, save me.
Don't be afraid now. Queequeg here wouldn't harm a hair of your head. Queequeg, looky here. This man's sleepy you. You sabby?
Lee sabby plenty. You getty ing.
Motioning to me with his tomahawk. He really did this in not only a civil, but a really kind and charitable way. Good night, landlord. You may go. But we did not go to sleep without some little chat. Savage though he was, and hideously marred about the face, at least to my taste, his countenance yet had a something in it, which was by no means disagreeable. You cannot hide the soul. How it is, I know not, but there is no place like a bed for confidential disclosures between friends. We now passed the tomahawk from one to the other, and he told me his tale of his savage but happy life before adulthood. I asked him what might be his immediate purpose. He answered to go to sea again. I told him that whaling was my own design, and he at once resolved to accompany me aboard the same ship. And blowing out the light, we rolled over from each other, this way and that,